not a game. This is not a job. This is what we do. We do it because we love it. We do it because we got heart and soul. We've been doing this for decades. Spitting straight knowledge. Ether Gamer Radio. Let's go.
Welcome Ex-Priest, Soul Acoustic, and Blue to the show. Let's kick it, guys. Ether Gamer Radio, let's go.
All right, fellas, welcome back to the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's going on?
Oh, nothing much. This is Priest in the game. But you guys, we last week did a Destiny round table with Count 0900 and Lev Balls.
Yes.
It was a great show.
Yeah, well, thanks. It definitely
Great
went over
intro.
well with all the people, who are out there still tackling that whole Destiny realm.
Yeah, it really seemed like just the bottom line of it. I mean, because they even sound frustrated about the game.
Oh,
still.
yeah, that's...
But, I mean, it seems like just the bottom line of it was, they just wanted to play with their friends, to play with the people that cultivated relationships with the game, so on and so forth. So that's pretty cool. I'm sorry I missed you guys. I was celebrating my son's birthday. So.
Oh, yeah, no, it's all good.
That's a beautiful thing.
Held the fort down and...
yes.
And all that good stuff. But so how are you guys this weekends or week and weekends?
Yeah. Good. Just I'm doing a little juice cleanse thing. It's,
okay. You're on the juice.
It's not really fun.
That makes
I just
two of
want
us,
to
big
eat.
dog.
But hey.
Oh, Blue, you're doing a juice cleanse too?
Yeah, I'm doing it. I signed up. My wife and I, we signed up with this place here called the Juice Shack, where we get on this program where we basically go get a juice every day. We can get as many as we want, but we get one free juice a day.
Nice.
And it's every day. And it's really awesome. And it's like, there's a juice cleanse, there's a 3-day, there's a 7-day. But just incorporating that into your regular life, at least one a day, you're getting all your vegetables, you're getting all your fruits, and then, eat sensibly and healthy. It's already making a difference.
Oh, nice. That's
cool.
That's real cool.
I wish mine was like that. Mine's just juice only. I just only drink juice. So
okay. Yeah. It's a like a juice.
You're doing
fast.
the hardcore. You're doing it where you're resetting everything.
Well, no, I'm not doing it the hardcore.
Yeah, and you're not resetting. Yeah, only because you're taking the juice in, so you're not resetting because you're taking calories in.
Yeah.
So it's not resetting your
It's
white
supposed
cells
to
and all that
reset
good
your
stuff.
digestive system, though. That's
Yeah.
what it is.
Correct.
Not
Your
the
gut.
not
That's
the
right.
cells. Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to do that, go ahead and do nothing but water is what I do. I usually do 3 days. I try to do at least 2 to 3 days a week. And it's not for religious reasons. It's just, again, to, drop a little LBs, get it tight for the summer. And then also just to feel good. It actually, it feels really cool. It feels really good.
Not easy.
It's not easy. It's not easy at all. It hits you more in the second day.
Okay.
Sorry, we on the cleansing realm.
Yeah, I know. We just kind of
video gamers talking about what happened.
It's about healthy gamers.
Yeah.
Healthy gamers.
No, for sure.
Let's break that stigmatism. What a gamer is just sitting on their couch. No, we trying to get it in because we want to keep talking and doing what we love doing.
Exactly. So you don't got to be sit there munching on chips or whatever, which is cool from time to time. But sometimes you just want to just get into the world, get into the realm, and
yes.
Whether you're being juice or whether you're just eating healthy and doing all that good stuff. But that aside, so again, we'll just go ahead and get into the show then.
Let's do it.
Check us out on Twitter at Ether Gamer Radio. It's always going down on our Facebook fan page, Ether Gamer Radio. Subscribe on iTunes to stay up to date with our shows. You'll get them delivered right to your phone. Hit us up at Ether Gamer Radio Hotline, 916-877-5745. Leave us a blast out, and we'll air it on the show. Let's go. What you been playing?
Alrighty, fellas. So what you been playing? Who wants to go first?
I can go ahead and, since mine's going to be short and sweet. I went in, I put in a little Halo 5 again.
Okay.
You guys can run through a game, man, and finish it from start to end. And I'm like, oh, the pretty colors, all the flashing lights.
Yeah.
Oh wait, who's shooting at me?
Yeah.
But no, I played a little bit of that, and then I put in was it? I'm drawing a blank. War. What did we get with the Xbox? I don't want to say God.
Gears of War.
Thank you. I keep thinking. Yes, I put in Gears of War 4 because I haven't put that in since I've had the 4K TV with the HDR.
Oh, okay.
And so I put it in and I tried to play a little scene with the performance enhancement on for the visual side of it, and then I went back and played it for the 60 frames per second.
Okay. I
wanted to see kind of what I thought and how much of a difference it made, and I actually preferred the 4K. The visual uptick as opposed to the 60 frames smooth because it looked a little more flat, a little more 2D-ish, and it didn't kind of engage me as much. I'm like, okay, it's smooth, whatever.
Yeah, exactly. And it's a third person game. So it's not, for 60 frames, usually a first person shooter, a lot of movement and all that good stuff, whatever. And, hit that person before you want to hit that person before they hit you, so on and so forth, before the frame tick and all that. So, yeah. On a third person title, I always go with the visuals over if that is an option.
Well, I'm glad you confirmed that. Yeah. Cause I was just like, I definitely prefer this a little bit better. And it was pretty tight, it still kind of reaffirmed my quality, my picture, my my rating that I gave it on our off the hook rating. I thought was still good, which I can't wait to hear what you guys think if you've had a chance to look at it. But gaming wise, that's where I was at. I also really been putting in some work on my my game Clash Royale.
Oh, okay.
On my mobile game because I'm pretty ranked up high now and almost maxed out most of my troops, and so I can get a little bit better level gameplay. And they just keep constantly updating that. It's constantly updating. I am one of those gamers that do pay a little bit, so that I can kind of get things because I'm a little impatient.
Because you're not putting in that time.
Yeah. So I go ahead and do a little bit of that, but that's what I've been playing, guys.
Okay. I'm gonna call the loot police on you.
Exactly.
Just based upon your feeding into that whole loot system. But no. It's good. That game is totally free, and to give them
and I justify it. I don't buy. I don't have a stack of 10 games or more that I went and spent $60 a game on. I don't have that, but I.
Hey, like Bobby Brown said, man, it's your prerogative. If you want to go ahead and put that, it's all good. But no, what if you enjoy something, you want to, give the developers a little bit of cash for their time. That's always appropriate.
Oh yeah,
and they pay it forward. They keep making it. They keep making it. Deliciousness, and they keep advancing the game. They keep giving you updates, so it makes you feel like you're actually, they're doing something with what you're doing. If that makes sense.
Exactly. Cool.
So.
All right. Well, I'll go next since you brought up Halo.
Oh, yeah.
So I went ahead and put in Halo 5, but
I can't wait to hear
this. I did
it
on my KS8000. I did not put it on my LG OLED, only because it looked amazing still. I mean, I put it in. I was like, man, let me see what Blue's talking about. I had to peel the wrapper off again because I played this title back in the day. Did not like how it was lock heavy on the game opposed to
Spartan Lock.
Spartan Lock. For those of you who are not in the Halo environment, but I definitely love the game.
Well, for those of us not in the Halo environment, what does that mean? I'm lost.
Well, because in a Halo game, you're playing Master Chief pretty much the whole time.
It's a character.
Yeah, exactly. And so in this particular title, you're actually switching back and forth between the two characters,
Spartan Lock and the Master Chief.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And so again, I did not care for the story. Again, it came from the whole environment of E3 back in the day, showing Master Chief walking through the desert, looking for Cortana and that whole thing. And then everybody was like, oh man, we can't wait to play this game. And it was a totally different type of game than what we expected. And so again, I had to get over that moment or whatever and all that good stuff. I did. And again, back in the day, I did play through the game and all that good stuff. But now looking and playing this game with the new visuals, it was amazing. It was a visual extravaganza for sure. It was cool, man. I did not need to put it on the LG. The blacks were perfect.
Good.
The brights were really bright. Again, that KS8000 really kicks out the nits of brightness.
It does. It does.
Yeah, which is really cool.
So you definitely So what do you think about my rating, my off the hook rating?
What was it again?
Because you kind of, I gave it an off the hook rating of 9 out of 10, and I know it was up there.
Where you were just talking about the visuals, though, right?
I was just talking about the visuals, like the enhancements that made this game more pliable, if you will. But from a hardcore gamer like yourself, who doesn't just take in the visuals, you take in the whole experience. You didn't like the story as much. You appreciated being able to play not just Master Chief.
Not having all the graphical hiccups that you did when I first played the title. It definitely was it was a smooth process. It was a smooth game. It was so smooth to where I started the game, I didn't stop it. I played it for 5-6 hours straight, finished the whole game. So it was that cool to where I was like, man, this is cool. But visually, again, our high standard for what was the terminology again? Off the hooks.
Yes, our off the hook rating.
For our off the hook rating, I still would have to go with probably a 6, and that is high.
That's low.
That is high for me.
Well, on your rating, I guess.
Yeah, because
hold on. Wait.
Standard.
You have to break. Okay, so hold on. That might be your overall rating, but if you take down visual, you take down audio, and then you take down overall, right? So there's a category for visual, audio, and let's say overall gameplay, right?
But I still can tell that this is a dated title. In the sense of the structure, how it's built, the characters that you're interacting with, the environment, how times it could be
design.
bland. Yeah. Seeing some of the same type of levels. And again, we're talking about comparing it to Assassin's Creed Origins. We're talking about Horizon Zero Dawn. The environment, the mechanics, the movement, the weapons, the intricacies of the outfits, just all the detail that comes into play with that. It's not on that scale.
Okay.
And again, will 6? No, Halo 5 actually. Is it Halo 5? Yeah,
Maybe
Halo 5.
6.
Oh, is it Halo 6?
You just played Halo 5.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, he got me with Gears of War 4. I was thinking about Gears of War 4.
Yeah.
But yeah. So when that comes out, I expect that to be, of that
okay.
ilk, of the whole.
You have to have like a reference. Like, there's going to be multiple titles that can have like, this is a reference quality,
but here's the thing.
Not just
you
because
didn't play
new.
Horizon and you haven't played Assassin's Creed Origins, so you don't have that reference. Yeah, you don't have that reference to go off of. So that's what it is. But but
so
no.
What would you give that then?
Well, he gave. So you got to remember when we first created, when you first created this rating,
he did give it a
he gave Assassin's Creed a 9. So
okay,
that tells you.
So that makes sense.
So that makes sense to me now too. I had to rewind that in my head as well when he gave Halo a 6. So I was just curious.
Okay, so we're getting it together, guys. Thanks for bearing with us, our fans out there listening, because this is we're definitely making this a solid rating as we keep moving forward.
Exactly, and this is not for a standard rating of a video game review. This is like on the next and on the upper echelon of graphics and storytelling and visuals
overall.
Overall everything.
Okay,
so it's it even has to make the list. There's a lot of games we're not even talking about because they don't even make the list.
Put it on off. Chart.
Yeah, exactly.
Love it.
But yeah, the game was fun. I wasn't so caught up in the whole Master Chief thing because again, just now that I'm playing it, I already know the story pretty much anyways. And again, some stuff surprised me just because I forgot about the story. So it was a cool game to actually sit back and play, and it was a trip just how fast that actually just went through the game. So yeah, no, it was cool. It was a good experience to get back to. Will I be playing PvE? PvP? PvP of Halo? No, I won't get back into it like that. Totally different style of mechanics or whatever. But again, that's where all Destiny's foundation was laid at the making of
Bungie?
of Halo. Bungie's that whole skill set and mechanics and gun control and all that good stuff, whatever, still amazing. Really a good shooter, for sure. But and, and I dabbled into Destiny after talking with the guys. Had to get on there and play. And man, that game, as far as just from the shooter aspect of shooting, to me, it just surpasses everything that's out there when it comes to first person. To me, I know there's a big Call of Duty group out there, and even what is the other big title that Ubisoft is actually pushing? Rainbow
Battlefield?
Six. No, Rainbow Six.
Oh, Tom Clancy.
Yeah. And because that's making a huge resurgence or whatever, because they released new maps for it. But yeah, I'm surprised you haven't tried that, Soul.
What's that?
Rainbow Six.
No, you know what happened? With the games for gold, when they had that up, they also had up 2K. And I got sucked into 2K. So
Okay. Yeah, he's talking about the free weekend.
Yeah, the free weekend. They had them both up. Yeah. And I mean, to be honest with you, the way Rainbow Six is set up, I don't really think it's for me. I mean, at least from what I understand, and I could be totally off on my grasp of the game, but from what I understand, it's a game where you have your team of 4, and one team's in the house and the other team's outside the house.
Yeah.
And so it just doesn't really seem like something for me. I mean, that kind of reminds me of back in the day when me and you used to jam on America's Army on the PCs.
Oh, way back in the day.
Yes.
So that kind of reminds me of that a little bit, but obviously on a different scale, because America's Army had a whole map and
Exactly.
so on and so forth. But yeah, I don't think that's really for me.
Shout out to America's Army, put out by the military.
Yeah, that game was awesome.
Yeah, I used to love that game.
That game was awesome.
But okay, well, and actually, another little side note: I'm playing a lot of Dishonored, just because I started on the PS4, moved to the Xbox One X because it looks like the PC version. They're using all the high-res textures or whatever. It looks incredible. The game looks incredible. So I'm, going through Dishonored, but I have to finish Horizon Zero Dawn because I have not finished that game, people.
Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy, and let alone the Frozen Wilds.
Yeah.
But I have to finish that before. I'm gonna throw this out there before Far Cry 5. I was gonna say before God of War, but I gotta finish it before Far Cry 5 because that's gonna take me into a whole nother realm. So go ahead, Saul.
So I've been playing obviously 2K still. It's just something fun. You can hop on, play a game, and increase your character. It kind of reminds me of like an RPG. Like it would be like a basketball RPG, if that makes sense. Like you can you play the games, you do the practice, you get on your treadmill to get your energy up before the game and stuff. You do your workouts before the game. And then you play the game, you get your experience points from that game, and then you take those experience points and you increase them into your type of character. And the cool thing is you can't make a character that's you can make a character that's 99 overall, but you can't make a character that can do everything. So what I mean by that is in the very beginning, they it's kind of like you choose a class, right? Like you choose a wizard or, the knight or whatever. So in this case, you choose a sharpshooter who creates his own shot or,
Nice.
I don't remember what the other one's called because that was the only one I chose. So,
Yeah.
but there's other types and, you can do all that. But it's a fun game. I'm sucked into it. I've also hopped on The Division, because they did their 2-year anniversary kind of thing where they're doing for those of you who haven't been playing Division for a while, there's this thing called the global event, and you earn global event currency based on these certain things that you do, and you turn the currency in to get these cases that then allow you to get classified gear. And classified gear is like basically getting the top of the line stuff. There's multiple types of gears that do multiple different things. So basically, without telling you about the whole game, I've been playing that because they have global events.
Yeah, I have to log in just to get the stuff that they're giving.
Yeah, they give some free stuff away as well. There's a global event every week for the next month. So 4 weeks, so 4 global events. So I was playing that a little bit as well.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and actually I did forget about one game. I was got on some Ghost Recon Wildlands this morning just to get through that. And because again, I finished it on the PS4, but it looks so amazing on the Xbox One X. Ubisoft, shout out to you guys, that I had to buy it again on the Xbox One X, and I'm doing a whole nother playthrough on that just to accumulate all the weapons and all that good stuff. But
Nice.
So yeah, so Ubisoft, you need to start showing Ether Gamer Radio some love. Invite us out to your events and all that good stuff. Because we've been putting it down for you guys because again, you've been doing a great job. Because if you weren't, we would say you were not doing a great job. So because we keep it real always. But yeah,
forever.
Exactly. But so that's pretty much it. For now. So as far as what we've been playing and all that good stuff.
Yes, but I do have a quick question. Kind of not into the because we were talking about what you've been watching last time we were all together.
Oh yeah, definitely. No, we want to keep that going too.
Yeah. And I wanted to ask Blue about his TV situation as to whether or not because I remember you had the Sony situation with the TV. Or the you know what I'm talking about, where you had the clouds or the whatever when you would switch to HDR content.
Oh yeah.
And then I gave you that tip that I thought well, this is kind of how it is. So I wanted to know if I was right or if you found a resolution or what happened with that.
I did. I actually, and thanks for bringing that up. I got so frustrated to where I told you I switched all my cables, I switched my inputs, and I had ruled it down to. I said, okay, remember, I think I said on the show, I said, I think it's the Xbox. So I was about to be like, I got to go take that thing back. I was a little disappointed that would be the Xbox. But what I did first was I was like, you know what, let me call Sony. So Sony has a technical customer service line that you can call, that they seriously have some smart guys on there. And I called them and told him what was going on, and he walked me right through everything.
You called the Sony tech support, or you called the TV portion of it?
Correct.
So you called the
Sony
TV?
Or TV?
No, I called
Sony.
PlayStation?
Actually, no, I'm sorry, Sony TV.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
well, yeah,
I called Sony TV, and they want to know what model number you have and your serial number, stuff like that. And what he did was, after I told him what I was going through with the snow and when I go from HDR and back and all that kind of stuff, and he had me troubleshoot a few things. And what he ended up telling me, it was a trip. He goes, so he pulled up the proper settings that you're supposed to have for the Xbox One X and the Xbox S, right? Mm-hmm. And he said that you have to go through the 4K settings, and you have to uncheck. There's a setting that it says it's a 422
pull down opposed to a 2.2
4.20.
Yeah,
and you have to uncheck that. So, and then he also had to change there's a color bit depth. You can have 8-bit, 10-bit, or 12-bit.
Exactly.
Or no, there's 8-bit, 12, 36, or whatever it is.
It usually
right?
detects what your TV can handle is what it does, supposedly.
Well, in my TV is a 10-bit panel, so I had 8-bit selected.
Oh, wow.
Because 8-bit is by default. So that's what was causing the problem. When I was going in between 4K and not, I had to uncheck the YCBR 4.2.2.
Yeah, and you went to the 2.2.2. Like, what did you go to?
That was causing a conflict. Correct. You did the 4.2.0, but you had to uncheck. I had to change it to 10-bit resolution, right on the Xbox settings. And once I did that, everything fixed.
So now when you go to HDR content, there's no lull. It just goes straight across. Oh, I have to figure that out. It goes straight
to the process. It doesn't give me a snowy picture. It doesn't matter if you're in the arc or not. So I was like, wow, something that simple. But that goes to the point where I was telling you guys, in shows back where people, if you don't have things set up right and you don't know what your capability of what your display is and or the settings of the device you're playing to, and you don't have them set up right, you can have some issues and or not get what you're supposed to be getting.
Yeah.
And as much as I know about what I'm doing, I didn't know that part,
Yeah, and I'm surprised because you know that, but you knew that it was a 10-bit panel.
I did.
I guess you never went into the settings to look?
No, I did. But what happens, it did some kind of lock where it wouldn't let me switch it out of the if you had that 4.2.2 checked, which it checks by default, it won't let you switch out of 8-bit to 10-bit. You have to uncheck it, then you can switch it to 10-bit.
I have to check mine.
Yeah, I have to check mine too because I don't know.
And I don't even know. OLED is definitely a 10-bit.
Well, no, I'm doing it on my KS8000, which is I think the panel is still a 10-bit.
I wonder what mine is though. So I have the Sony 850. I always forget the dang model.
I think you have the 850C.
No, it's a D. I think.
If you have a D, that's good. If you have a D.
Hold on.
I'm not sure if that's a 10-bit panel, but you might have to go and check that, and it might fix it for you if it's on 8-bit.
I have the D, the 850.
Good.
So what,
So you
what
have
are
a
the models?
2017.
What are the model numbers again? Can you say them?
Yep. There's an 850D, and then there's which means that's a 2017 model. Then
Yeah,
before that, it
that's
would
what
have been
I have.
850C.
Yeah, I have the 2017 model.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay. Before that, the year before that would have been the B, and the new years that are coming out this month actually are the Fs. So it'd be an 850F.
Oh, okay. Cool. All right. Well,
So,
again,
good technical question.
For,
Hope that helps you
for,
out, Soul.
for you people
Everybody
out
else who's
there,
listening.
along with Soul and Baloo, if you're having those issues, now you know. Make sure you check your setting. Make sure if you have a 10-bit panel, 8-bit panel, make sure it's on the right settings. Because again, at the end of the day, it'll just even make your system or what you're watching even look that much better.
I wonder if I could check. So I guess I'd have to check online to see what bit my TV is.
I'm pretty sure it's probably 10-bit. I'm pretty sure it's because your Sony is in the middle of the road, so I'm pretty sure it's probably 10-bit.
Yeah,
All right. Well,
I'd be curious.
let's get into gaming news, fellas.
I'm gonna do some fact checking.
He's gonna while Soul facts check, we're gonna go ahead and head into gaming news.
You are listening to Ether Gamer Radio.
Gaming news.
All right.
All right. So for all the doubters out there, no, I'm just kidding. I fact checked my TV, and it is in fact a 10-bit
Okay, cool.
color game.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah, because I remember
10-bit panel.
I had bought a Vizio originally when I was doing my 4K Switch, and it was like it wasn't popping to me, you know. Like I could see obviously the 4K, but the colors weren't popping. And Priest had actually the TV that I have first, and I went to his house and so I was like, dang, what's going on? And then that's the whole thing, the color bit.
Yeah, he got the KS 8000 from Amazon.
Broken.
But it arrived broken.
Pieces. It was in Reese's Pieces.
That's why I don't buy.
Yeah. Well, that's why I didn't. Yeah, that was my first time. So hey, you know. Other than that, before I had bought these TVs, I haven't bought a TV for 10 years. So
10 years. Yeah. All right, fellas, let's get into some gaming news. What's on tap? What is on?
We got a lot of deliciousness. It just depends on where we want to start.
Well, I just want to start really quick. It's something that's actually not in our notes, but I wanted to talk about it because we were kind of talking about. I was talking about how would I buy games that come out on the Switch that already came out for a console over again at full price, and I once again was wrong. I don't mind saying I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying? I'm not out here to win any medals or anything. You know, but
You're not Sony?
right, exactly. But if
For EA?
yeah, I'm not here to take your money. No, but if they are in fact coming out with Diablo 3, I will buy that at full price on the Switch.
On the Switch.
I will do that. Yeah.
Not me.
Oh, really? You wouldn't?
Only because I've played.
Well, yeah, that's what I was gonna
in
say.
Every iteration
Yeah.
from the PC to the PS4, which I'm a god on the PS4 because I have all these cheats that these kids made or whatever. And they're like, hey, you want this? You want these wings? And you want to be able to just strike anything down? I was like, why not? Because I beat the game probably at least 10 times. So love the story, love the game.
Yeah.
But
That had to
so
make
that's
it
the only
fun.
reason I played the hell out of that game.
Yeah, no, I had played it on PC as well. And then I played on the PS4, but I didn't really get into it on the PS4. I don't really know what it was, but on the Switch, I could definitely see myself, taking it with me on the go. I hadn't played it as much as you, so I think that's something that will get me back into that. That'll be pretty fun.
You know, it's so funny that you even brought that up. I when I got on my Wildlands adventure today to play, I was having issues with my Turtle Beaches. I believe those are Turtle Beach headphones.
No, they're HyperX. HyperX.
HyperX.
Yeah,
What's the
yeah.
manufacturer on those?
Yeah, I believe it's HyperX.
Oh, wait, that is the manufacturer.
yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. But anyways, the headphones weren't working right. I'm like, what is going on? You know, you always get stuff like that or whatever with these headphones. Happens with my Sony headphones also. It happened with these. I turned the system off, turned it on again or whatever. Still couldn't get the headphones to initiate, and there's a plug, 3.5 plug. So I was like, you know what? Let me put this in my Switch and see if there's a, did I have a short in the line? Because I do put it in the case, and the case is kind of snug on the end, and I was hoping that it didn't jack up the, the actual cable. So put it in, it worked with no problem. I was like, okay, it's not the headphones, and I started playing the Switch for a minute. I was like, man, I haven't picked this up in months.
Yeah, that's
You know.
a trip. Well, real quick before you go on, because I just want to touch on the headphones thing.
Yeah.
I actually have a lot of problems with my headphones too, and I think it's the controllers. I think because
Yeah.
it's drawing power from the controllers, and I don't know if it's like a glitch, but like I'll be playing Division, and I play with a good friend of mine, Teak 1009.
Shout out.
Shout out to Teak 1009. So we play, and there'll be times where he's in conversation telling me, "Oh, we got to go here," because we're in the dark zone running and gunning.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh, we got to go here, blah, blah, there's rogues over there," or whatever. And I'm trying to respond like, "Okay, I'm on the way. I'll take the upstairs, whatever." And he can't hear me. And then, or sometimes it'll just like completely shut off, like the headphones. And I'm
Yeah.
like, what the heck is going on with this? So I think they need to do something. I don't know if it's the controller. I don't know what it is, but they need some sort of way for you to know, okay, hey, my controller's getting low, or there's a malfunction, because there's no lights on these headphones. There's
Yeah, I wouldn't say it was the power, because mine are always in the charger.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I pulled it right off the charger and turned it on and had that issue. And it took a while, a couple of resets, turning the controller
Same for
on,
me.
turning the controller off.
Yep.
And again, I was just hoping it wasn't a short. But yeah, then they worked with no problem. Never had an issue with it. So I'm not sure. But
It's funny because I wouldn't have thought it's the power either. I do the same thing.
Yeah.
Where I keep my controllers on the thing, on the charger. And I actually don't keep my headphones in a case for that exact reason of it shorting
Yeah,
out. Wrapping it up in that thing. The only thing I do keep in the case is the little microphone piece,
yeah.
just so it doesn't get damaged.
the plushy
Yeah.
ears, if you want to go that route.
Yeah. So, but as far as the headphones themselves, I don't keep them in a case for that particular reason. So
Yeah.
I didn't think it was that, but who knows? It could be.
I'm not sure. But and speaking about headphones, this is one of the stories in our news. PlayStation Gold wireless headphones did a revamp. They revamped how they look. The plastic band is now some pleather type of metal frame inside that extends it. And the reason I'm bringing this up, one, they look amazing, but two, I've went through at least 4 different versions. Same version, but 4 different headphones that broke headsets because they snapped. Because on the Gold, when you just pull them apart a little bit, not that I have some kind of gigantic head, which actually my head is pretty small. What somebody would say something to me, I would lift the ear up to say, "What did you say?" And snap, crackle, and pop, they would break.
That's
and I was
bad.
like, "You've got to be kidding me!" And they're like little small breaks, whatever, that you can't even see that happens. And then once you get that little nice next tug, then the whole thing just snaps. And so now they actually changed, because to me that was a flaw that was built into those headphones. And again, there's not a lot of PlayStation headphones that you can utilize, let alone the app, let alone 7.1. You have the app that goes with the games, like Uncharted and stuff like that, and Horizon, and mix it. They supposedly put the headphones on, do the mix down to the headphones, so you get what they want you to hear from those headphones. And so that's why I liked using them and having to pay every time they would break. Shout out to Sony, I guess for changing that. But at the end of the day, they should have did it a long time ago.
Yeah.
And for the people who actually had those issues, it should have been a cheaper price. In actuality, they should just drop the price altogether, $59.99.
Especially when they came out with the platinum sets.
Yeah,
So,
exactly. Well, the platinum joints are still hot. I'm still using those when
Yeah, they're
I'm
pretty
on
cool.
my PS4 Pro. They have a metal band. They don't have those issues. These are, I think they do 7.1. I'm not sure if the golds do 7.1.
I think they're 5.1.
But I know they have the optimized app sound and all that great stuff, whatever. But those platinums are amazing too. But the reason why I'm bringing this up again, they should have a discount price for all those out there. And again, I guarantee you there are millions of people who bought these headphones that they broke on, and they were just shit out of luck because the warranty was gone, and they don't cover that anyways. And again, to me, it was a design flaw.
Yeah, it's interesting with that because I never really had that issue, and I've had the same ones that I've had since I got them.
Good. Yeah. So I saw you when you game. If somebody's trying to talk to you, you like kick rocks. I'll talk to you when I'm done. So you're not really trying to hear what
Maybe.
the person has to say.
That could
or
be.
whatever.
That's a possibility.
So yeah, I don't know, but again, I went through a lot of those, and I'm glad they did change the design. But to me, they should have brought that in at a cheaper price, for sure.
Definitely.
But they look amazing. They look nice.
Yeah,
I
they look
the
cool.
design.
They look cool. I mean, obviously, because I have the platinum ones, I wouldn't be getting those. But if I still had my regular golds and those came out, I'd probably get them.
Yeah. All right, Blue. We want to switch topics. I know you want to talk about.
Wait, real quick before we get away from Sony, while we're here,
Yeah.
let's talk about a new release date. Finally, Sony was like, "Hey, okay, we'll tell you about the games. Finally, a little bit, one at a time.
Yeah. Pretty much.
A little bit. So we got Detroit New Human dropping May 25th. How do you guys feel about that date?
It is it's funny because I always thought that date was going to be for Red Dead Redemption, which we know was pushed out. I believe that date is October the
26th?
So somewhere around there.
Something like
somewhere
that.
around there.
Yeah, 20,
but
maybe.
but yeah, so again, everybody has to find their spot because you have God of War, that's coming out in April. So now you have May. Then nobody wants to release a game in June going into E3 unless it's something that they're trying to push really big at E3, and then they'll release it either the day before or a couple days after just to get that
microtransaction.
big push. Exactly. But yeah, no. I think that's a good date. So you better, like I said, you better catch up on those backlog titles,
Right?
Because
they're
starting to
coming.
come.
And I mean, it's interesting. I think the date's pretty good too. Obviously, it's in between, Far Cry. Well, these are just my list of games. I'm sorry. There's probably other games releasing.
Oh, for sure.
Far Cry and God of War. So I'm cool with that. I'm still not 100% sure if I'm going to pick it up. This one might be one where I'll wait to see the reviews and stuff and kind of see what everybody's talking about it, and then maybe I'll pick it up. Or maybe I'll rent it and see if I like it, and then I'll pick it up. But I don't know the full, I know what kind of game it is.
On Far Cry 5?
No. I'm talking about Detroit.
Oh, okay.
I'm talking about Detroit.
Oh,
Far Cry 5, I do have some stuff I want to talk to you
point
about.
and click.
Yeah. But Detroit, if it's, like I said, if it's just point and click, and I mean, I'm sure there's multiple, stories, and we'll see.
I'm gonna go Nostradamus on Soul.
Oh, here we go. Put on the hat.
Soul is going to love Detroit Becoming Human because one, he's gonna play it with his wife. They're gonna sit there. They're gonna make decisions. What should we do? You got like 5 seconds, whatever, to make the decision. Whatever.
That's probably
should we do
true.
this? That he's gonna love the game.
That doesn't mean I can't rent it and play it.
Oh,
I didn't say
for
I wasn't
sure.
going to play it. I just said I don't know if I'm going to buy it right
You're
away.
You're gonna
right
buy it.
away.
You're gonna buy it.
Keyword.
Because you bought. See, it's so sad.
Here we go.
You bought Mass Effect Andromeda.
Yeah, I did.
I was like,
I did. I enjoyed
that's
it.
one game I did.
I enjoyed it till I got stuck in the iceberg.
Yeah, exactly.
That's wow.
I enjoyed it till they gave me with the Titanic.
Exactly.
That was cool.
No, you'll end up getting it. And again, I'm going to get that game because it's not that the game is probably going to be short and which way, but you can go back and make multiple decisions.
And I did like a game like that came out. What's the
Heavy
game?
Rain.
No, not Heavy Rain.
I loved Heavy Rain.
But Heavy Rain was good too.
The visuals
but
were amazing.
I'm talking about the horror one.
Oh yeah,
Dang, can't think of the name. It was just for free last month.
They went camping.
Yeah. That one was really good. And you're probably right. I mean, games that I could play with my wife like that, I enjoy. So it's pretty cool.
Exactly. And it's like a party game also.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's true. Since
we're in the Sony realm, let's. I know Blues has Microsoft. What? Go ahead. What's up?
Yeah, mine's the Microsoft stuff.
Wait, hold on. Before we go away from Sony, we might as well stay because I have one more thing
PS3,
too.
Yeah,
that's not even there actually. They're doing a Spyro remaster, Spyro the Dragon.
Yeah, I know it's coming on. It's coming on every system but the Microsoft system.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, is anybody excited about that? Spyro the Dragon? No,
I'm good.
Oh. Dang. Well, it's gonna get sold like hotcakes, just like Crash Bandicoot did. I could assure you that.
Well, I don't really think it will because just like when we were hankering about Ratchet and Clank, because that was like one of the first 4K titles that looks amazing, like a Pixar.
Still.
Exactly, it is, and it actually is going to be free this month on Sony PSN.
Sure is.
But in talking about that, I'm not too keen or hot on.
It's just,
I would go with
me,
Diablo before I would go with Spyro if I had to choose.
I guess maybe
Switch
for
game.
me, I wouldn't play it on the Switch. I'd get it on the PlayStation. I think for me, the reason why I'm probably going to get it is for my son too, so he can play it.
Spyro.
Yeah, because he's playing, Crash and stuff, and so on and so forth. So yeah, I'd probably do something like that.
Okay, well he's about that Karate Kid life right now.
Oh yeah,
so.
he's on Street Fighter. Like mind you, viewers, he's only 2 years old.
Yeah.
And he's playing Street Fighter.
Exactly.
It's crazy. It's pretty cool.
Yep. But so also
Yes.
Sony on the PlayStation Plus they're doing away with free games for the PS3 and for the PS Vita.
So
what
what
do you guys
does that
think?
tell you guys? I think
Yeah,
this
I
is
was gonna ask
something.
that.
I think this is something big. I think that this means they're going to be talking about new systems. That's what I think. I think we're talking about some PS5 stuff. I think they're like, we're just going to slow. I think it's obviously this is a small thing, but I think it's a slow integration to get ready to talk about some PS5.
I don't know if they'll actually talk about it. I do believe, like I said, I'm with Digital Foundry. I do believe these new systems will hit in 2020. And if Sony is smart, they will talk about the new system or show whatever chipset they're using, or
just a little glimpse.
Yeah, just a little glimpse
Of like, we got the Viper 300,000.
Well, I have to side with you. You guys, what do you guys think of why it's 2020? I have my tidbit on why you think it makes sense where it's 2020.
Why the new systems will be 2020? Because I'm one. I believe that I'm going from the launch of the Xbox One and the PS4, not the Pro or the X.
Yeah.
And I for two reasons. One, Microsoft wants to do a full reset. And they want to get back on top. They've shown what they can do and what they have, and what they're willing to do with the Xbox One X.
Yeah.
So, and also, Sony can't stay pat without a 4K drive in their unit.
Yep.
So that's another thing also. And again, I'm going off of what Digital Foundry said. Also, but as far
I'll put on my Nostradamus when you're done.
Okay, but as far as this right here with the whole issue with no more free PS3 and PS Vita titles, I think that's due to Sony's Microsoft's first party titles being added to their rental system or whatever for the $10 a month, and they're going to be given Sony's going to be giving away 4 PS4 titles, opposed to only giving away 1 PS3, 1 Vita, and then generally 2 or 1 older.
That'd be pretty cool,
title. So I think that's what they're leaning towards. The only way right now to combat that whole first party lineup for free,
titles.
Because if you think about it, when Sony says, Sea of Thieves is coming out on whatever date, and Crackdown's coming out whatever date. What's that?
You said Sony, but you're talking about Xbox.
Excuse me. Yeah. Xbox. All you're gonna say to yourself is like, "Oh, okay, I can't wait for that to come out. I'm just gonna play it," because you don't gotta buy it.
Yep.
If you already have the paying for the service, $10 a month, all you gotta do is like, okay, when is the date? Great, I'm gonna download it. It's gonna be fun. I'm gonna play the game, see what I think, and that's it. It's already intertwined into their whole network and their whole system. And so I think Sony, for the PlayStation Plus, the added benefit is now we're giving you 4 mega titles or 3 mega titles that are really nice titles, whatever, that people were looking to play that you may not you may or may have not played, and now we're giving you the opportunity to go back and get it for free. So I think that's
a really good idea if they do that, because like what they're releasing this month is I keep wanting to say Bayonetta, but what's that?
PlayStation Blog.
Bloodborne.
The PlayStation Blog said, the platform holder said it's to focus on PS4 titles.
Yeah, it's like I said, for this month they're releasing Bloodborne. I never played it. Yeah. People love that game,
and I will be
downloaded to play it, and I'm gonna be putting like actual time into that game.
Yeah.
So I think that's a fantastic idea. I'm sorry, Blue, I was cutting you off. What were you saying?
No, you guys are fine. So I'm gonna throw my hat in the ring. So here's what's the main engine and kicker behind why 2020 is where Sony would come out with anything new.
Okay.
And or Microsoft. You want to know what it's based around?
I would say because I know you're into marketing, and that to have that title of 2020 attached to your system and to roll that into media. No, I know, but I'm just saying.
Okay.
I'm saying because we're talking about state of the art, we're talking about future and all that stuff, whatever. When you have something that you can stamp 2020 on, and that's when it came out, and all that comes with that title of 2020, I think that has something to do with it too.
Just like 2000.
Yeah.
Well, it does, but this is what it is. It's AK. 2020 is the year of AK. So Sony already. No.
I think you kind of went to the future.
That's why we're here. You heard it first right here on Ether Gamer Radio.
Let's go.
You
Hot
talking about
takes.
two Horizon
Let's
chips
go.
piggybacked
Listen,
on
let's
each
do it.
other, you know,
We
having
out here.
relations.
We're letting you know
with,
what's coming. Future.
This is why.
gaming.
This is why the new systems will
hot
drop.
takes.
Wait,
especially
15
from
gigabytes
Sony.
of DDR5 RAM.
16.
You guys are
You
cracking
need
me
more
up.
than 15.
Settle down.
No, you got to have the power, baby, to push 8K.
This is why in
ball
Sony's
of
got
brand.
the power right now.
Oh.
Don't
Sony
talk
has
about
the power right now. Okay. So 8K is hitting in 2020. Number one, that's when they plan on broadcasting their first live stream of 8K on the Olympics. Okay? Aside from that, that's just the TV side of it. Sony introduced their 8K X1 Extreme Ultra or Ultimate chip this year
all
in
Capcom made
CES.
that.
It was all powered for 8K. That is not being released this year. It's being released in the next 1 to 2 years. So if they have the chip now for the TVs, right? You know they're going to have that in their new PlayStations.
Okay.
Does that make sense? The capability for gaming to take on a new curve into
Now,
the future,
but
like we
the
said,
thing that you're
2020.
missing, homie, is that Sony does not make their graphic processors, nor do they do their graphic chips.
Yeah, they don't.
Their CPUs or GPUs.
so
That's
either
all
Sony's
done
gonna
by
come out with it-
NVIDIA
Hold on.
or... Go ahead.
No. So either basically, I'm saying if there's going to be a new system, I guess I'm going back to digressing to that. If there's going to be a new PlayStation 5,
Yeah.
to me, it makes more sense for it to be 2020 for what you said, as well as we're not dealing with 4K PlayStation PS5 in 2020. We're dealing with 8K machines, fellas.
But Baloo, we're trying to get to these new systems are going to do 4K at 60 frames because we don't do Microsoft is doing some games at 4K at 60 frames, but it's not the standard. And what the industry is trying to get to is 4K at 60 frames. Now,
60
will they
frames per
get
second.
to
So that
will they
means-
get to 8K? We don't even have 8K panels. I mean, I have a 5K Mac. That's about it.
Well,
But,
here's the thing about that. I mean, it's not. I don't.
But again,
what's the best way?
it's your prediction. It's your nostra.
Yeah.
It's your nostras.
It is my
I guess,
nostrils.
and I guess
Go ahead.
just to kind of say what I want to say about it. It's like he said, it's your prediction, but I just don't think it'll happen, unfortunately, because like Pre said, there's a whole nother step, probably 2 or 3 steps we need to take before gamers are even thinking about 8K. You know what I mean? One, gamers are kind of already having a problem adapting to 4K with getting their 4K TVs and doing like, what do I have to get? What is this? So there's already that. There's the fact that hardcore gamers really want to play console games in 4K 60 frames per second. When PC's playing 4K 120 frames per second.
And PC is not doing 8K, nor do they have 8K
and they're not
panels.
doing 8K.
They barely have
So-
4K panels.
Right. So it's just there's a whole host of steps that need to be taken before anybody could say, "Yo, we're dropping the 8K system." You know
So
what I mean?
basically, that's 2024 then.
That's probably like 2027.
No. I think it's in there because technology goes by. You know,
That's
it
true.
reiterates pretty fast.
Well,
and
we
the
will
PC
have
be there
we will
before
have
consoles.
the first batch of 8K TVs come 2020.
Yeah.
That's a
That'd be
fact.
interesting.
On that note,
So-
we're going to take a break.
We'd like to thank our listeners from Spotify, Stitcher, iTunes, Google Play, and Podbean. Now back to the show.
Fellas, Microsoft's got a update coming. It's a spring update.
All right.
And you kind of with the theme of our show, that has something to do with near and dear to my heart. It's resolution support. So what the update's going to do for the Microsoft Xbox, it's for the Xbox One S and the X.
Okay.
It's going to add 1440p support and new mixer features, which is going to be pretty cool. So what they're thinking of, or what they're going to do is it's going to be available for those who are part of the Xbox Insiders Alpha Ring group.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, like testers,
Yeah.
basically.
I think that's what I like the name, but the most notable
Alpha
addition,
Ring?
yeah, the most notable addition in the update is to support 1440p video output, which is a popular resolution choice for PC gamers. Okay, those who prefer to keep it, everything kind of up high for high frame rates instead of prioritizing 4K videos, kind of what I was talking about a little bit earlier. With the 1440p support on the Xbox One S and the X, those with compatible monitors should be able to make the most out of 2560 by 1440, or what they're technically calling it, the QHD displays, which you'll see, you hopefully. So it's funny we were talking about that when we were talking about monitors, but that's actually pretty cool. So part of the update's going to include new interactive features for Microsoft's Switch competitor Mixer, which was relaunched, I guess, last year after rebranding their service stream.
Yeah.
Mixer.
Which, check out Ether Radio on Mixer.
There we go.
That's where I do my streaming at.
Yeah, I got to
my
set mine
Xbox
up.
tag. But yeah, no, that's cool. They need to incorporate YouTube. I mean, that I know you can mix videos down and then upload them up to YouTube, but I like on the PS4, I love streaming to YouTube. It's just way easier.
That's
Soul's doing the whole Twitch thing
Yep.
for our Xbox Ether Gamer Radio side of things. But I love just doing it to to YouTube, whatever, because one, Mixer doesn't keep the video. It's basically going live unless I'm missing something on that. But
well, I guess one of the enhancements that they're adding with this one, they're saying Mixer broadcast will also pause instead of stop when streamers switch games.
oh, okay.
And
That's pretty
Microsoft is adding the ability to start broadcast from anywhere within the Xbox One's interface.
cool. Oh, that's nice.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, instead of going into the app or going out, hitting the X button and all that. That's how I do it now.
Correct.
Okay, that's pretty intuitive. But again, I definitely hope that they end up adding, the YouTube, streaming capabilities.
I'm sure it'll come down the road. I mean, I don't know. That just doesn't make sense why they would, unless there's some sort of deal, with Sony.
Oh, with Sony?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah.
What else do you have?
For me, that's it right there.
Oh, okay.
I mean, the other things, I know we talked about the headphones and all that kind of stuff in the resolution side, but outside of that, I think we might be caught up for the most part, unless you want to talk about loot box fury.
Yeah, loot box.
Well, that's
It's just a little something. So basically, what they're doing now, the ESRB rating or label is adding in-game purchases on the front of the boxes now when you buy the game, so it's going to have microtransactions. Now, I don't know. I mean, what do you guys think about that? I don't know if this going to change anything.
It's not just for loot boxes. It's for everything. Anything, any DLC, any whether it's cosmetic, whether it's for levels, whether it's for whatever, anything that you have to pay extra for. Supposedly, they're going to have that label attached. ESRB is adding to it, so it's kind of singling them out, but it's not really, because if you add anything at all, whether or not you're Ubisoft and you're buying a cloak or you're buying this or buying that, or horse or whatever, armor, it's going to be you're going to have that label on up and coming titles.
So basically, every game will have it then.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, because even if unless they're adding free DLC, which they'll probably add it, because if you don't have it, can you add payable content for future updates?
Right.
So I would just go ahead and stick it on there. So you might as well just consider it as another label that's just added to the game, overall. So
I guess that's interesting.
Yeah,
I didn't know it was for everything like DLC and all that. So I don't know. Yeah, but and then also we've got Battlefield. Excuse me. Yeah, Battlefield. They're going to be rethinking the way they're going to release their game based on all of the Battlefront issues with microtransactions, which is smart.
Think about it.
They just, they're going to try to basically see either a intuitive way of adding microtransactions or just not having them at all, which I don't think EA is going to allow that, but because there's microtransactions such as buying.
Also, though,
whatever.
EA does not want to lose Disney's license to put those games out, so they're gonna trust me.
Well, this one's Battlefield, the shooting game. I mean, the army game. It's not the Battlefront.
Yeah. Okay. Well, even if it's not that, but they want to play nice with the the people who actually own the rights to these properties, because again, getting things pulled. Because of these type of issues is where I was going with it.
Doesn't EA own the rights to Battlefield though? It's not Battlefront. They don't.
Battlefield
is like Battlefield 1942 back in the day.
Yeah,
EA,
but I'm
right?
talking about no. But you're missing the point. I'm talking about even if they own the title, own the company and own everything, and they're still making a loot heavy title with their own title, other people will steer away from EA's titles. So therefore, I'm going to pull my game or what they're putting out in my name from that company because they're still doing bad business even with their own titles, and it makes my titles get looked at in a bad light. Is where I was going with it.
Well, I just don't understand why it's so hard to what's the problem with doing it like Ubisoft or even,
because the way they set it up, it was players at a disadvantage and making you play things at a long. It was the way they did it. Not.
Oh no, I understand. Yeah, that. Well, no, I'm saying I get that. I'm saying what's their problem? Why don't they just do it like Ubisoft? And I understand what
because
the
they want more money. You're not going to get more money like that by you'll get a lot of money by I want to buy this costume, I want to buy that. But
so
by making them players spend longer times in the game, making it 10 times harder to acquire things without just go ahead and paying for them. That's what they were doing. And again, was it EA?
Yeah.
Or was it the developer who
DICE?
Was it DICE? So who knows? But because again, I know DICE. I'm pretty sure DICE has caveats in their contracts when the player is spending this amount of more time in the game, they get a bonus. You know what I'm saying? So who knows?
Yeah. That's true.
Who knows about what's really going on with the these companies. But because I've always loved DICE's games that they put out, which is Battlefield.
Battlefront.
Or about
it's so confusing. It's Battlefront.
Battlefield. DICE didn't DICE do Battlefield?
Oh,
also?
they did do it. Yeah, Battlefield edition.
That was That was their gravy train was Battlefield back in the day. Unless I'm missing something.
Yeah.
I haven't played Battlefield in a while. But anyways, but the bottom line is they need to get it right. Like you said, they do need to try to do things the right way. Yeah. And there's nothing wrong with, hey, if you want this, a lot of people say, well, why don't they just put it in the game? Obviously they made it, blah, 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 blah. But if they need an extra income, and again, people, we don't want to see game prices hiked up to $100 as the base game. We want to keep these games at $64.99, and then keep, people complain about collector's editions and all those other editions. We need those editions because publishers are saying we haven't raised the gaming prices in 10 years, 15 years. So, if you enjoy playing the game, and you want to drop a little bit of coin on it, there's nothing wrong with that. But if they're making it unfair and making it impossible for you to do things in the game to where you have to pay to get that done of, whatever what the quest or whatever's going on, if you have to pay to do it, then that's a problem because you already paid for the title itself. So, it's like Shadow of War. I got too much to do in that game. And there's still, and you can pay for things to be done faster, supposedly, or whatever, which I would never do, especially for that game.
What do you pay for XP or something?
You pay for. Not XP. You pay for something. I don't remember what it is.
Or like an XP booster.
I kind of given that game a little bit of break, put it on a hiatus. But the bottom line is, if you like the game, you like the company, let them know. You know what I'm saying? Let them know what they're doing right. Drop them an email. I've done that a couple of times to different publishers and thank them for making the game. And guess what? Got a response back. A great response back. And
oh yeah,
yeah. So it's really cool. Whatever, just let them know that you enjoyed the game and you love what they do. There's nothing wrong with that. But cool. Hopefully EA will get it right before they lose Star Wars contracts.
Yeah, I wouldn't really mind though. Let somebody else try, like Ubisoft.
I would love for Ubisoft to do it. But see, we don't know how much Disney has creative control.
Oh yeah, that'd be the tricky part, I guess. Yeah, because if it leaves EA, because EA's had it for so long. And then, Disney's like, hey, we about to drop the hammer on this thing.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, we got a lot of titles coming out. We got E3 fastly approaching.
Really quick. I just want to do a quick thing.
Yeah.
As quick as possible. Far Cry 5. I was a little nervous when I saw some of the stuff. It just looks a little plain to me. I don't know. I don't know how it'll be. I'm still gonna get it, but I was just a little nervous. I saw the co-op thing where they were saving their friends.
He said the same thing with what Ghost Recon Wildlands.
Yeah, I did. I did. But
give it a minute. Watch more video on it. And Ubisoft, we would love to come down and take a look at it, but we don't have that much time left before it actually comes out. But
we'd like to see the next game you got going, though.
Yeah, we'd love.
I'll come down there and see Rabbids, please. Come on.
Dang.
Let's do it.
But yeah, we'll talk more. Give Soul more time with his thoughts about.
We'll watch some more videos on it and see.
Sure.
But I just watched that one and it just looked. I don't know. It just didn't look like how I expected it to look. I guess I anticipated.
That's fair. That's fair. Like I said, give it a couple more watches, or whatever, and we'll see. What your thoughts are on the next show, because they're releasing video like crazy. I believe on.
I really like the marketing campaign. Sorry.
Great. March 5th or whatever, they're doing a thing with Amazon Amazon Prime Video, to where they're releasing like a little short for the whole
for the game,
like the Heaven's Gate. I don't know the name of the.
Nice. What day is this?
A synopsis of the
I believe
environment.
It's March the 5th.
Yeah, March 5th. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, that's okay. It's coming up.
Yeah,
real soon.
So you guys check that out. For those of you with Prime, and let us know what you think, and hey, subscribe. Send us some voicemails. We'd love it.
Reviews.
Period.
Hit us out.
Yeah.
Let us know. Let us know what you think. Let us know if you want us to talk about something in particular. You have any issues with anything, or
or they just love our content.
Yes. Subscribe on Spotify. Subscribe on iTunes, and subscribe on Podbean. All right.
Peace.
We're out. Peace.
Peace out.
This is Soul Acoustic. Thanks for listening, everyone. Make sure to hit that subscribe button on iTunes, and please, please, please leave us a review.
What's up? This is X Priest. As Gandhi once said, an eye for an eye ends up making the whole world blind. Let's go.
Ether.